Funny about, you know, basketball games. And I think the funniest thing about basketball games is the referees.
Preach to him. Preach to him.
Right? So let's say I got a basketball, you know. I'm dribbling, whatever I'm doing. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you see them, they are dancing all over the place. Now, if you've been at a show before, always talking about people doing choreography and not even knowing it. But you got to look. We're gonna look at basketball.
You got to look at basketball. Look at basketball.
Now, you see how they call the travel? Not every ref calls the travel the same way.
Nope.
Some of them got a little soul to it. We was playing rec ball. And you know what I mean? Since, you know, I tap dance a little bit, so, you know, I was a little tricky with the feet, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't travel. I didn't think I traveled, you know what I mean? I might have put a shuffleball change in the situation.
There it is. Right.
And it might have looked like a travel, because that'll freak somebody out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because he was real offended when I did it, and he, like, because I was like, you know, I was like, ew.
Pot de bourrée. Yes.
Like I said him real quick. I was pooping.
Watch out. There it is.
Then he go. He gave me a real soul for travel. He said. And I said, wait a minute. I went over to my mom at the timeout, and I said, did he just put a little bop in his travel?
Yeah, it was a little bop.
And then he did it again. He called travel on somebody else. It was like. I said, is he allowed to do that?
See, I wish mine was that good. I wish my referee wasn't that good. He was real straight back. I mean, his vertebrae was straight in a line. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, and I probably traveled, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, I got big feet, so, you know what I mean? It's like, when you're moving, it's hard to tell how many steps you're taking. So, you know, I took, and I'm going for the basket, and I took about 3, and I laid it out. I took about 3, you know.
About three.
You know, and I heard the whistle. Of course, at first you get mad. No, I ain't travel. But I'm straight, you know. But, you know, the guy, if he was cool and did a little bounce, I'd have been like, you got me. But nah, this is my man. You know, you ain't got to be mean, you know what I'm saying, when you call him, you know. I mean, it's like, I mean, we kids, you know what I'm saying? We just playing a game of basketball.
Youth basketball.
So it's like, you know, he blows with the
It's real stank.
And I'm like, I mean, you know, like I said, we kids, we like 13,
Youth.
14. You know, usually they be like, come on, buddy, you travel, you know. Come on, no, get it next time. Go ahead. Pat you on the butt and you go ahead. But nah, I mean, he was real serious. Real serious. I mean, I traveled. You know, I traveled. But, I mean, you could be nice about it. That's all.
You could be nice about it. It ain't like it ain't never happened before. You know what I'm saying? People travel. Wait a minute. Let me go ahead. Now, people. Now, we're not comedians. Now, we foolish. We real foolish. So, like, none of this is scripted. Like, we was like, yo, we just gonna talk about the playoffs. So, you know, we just connected with one. You ever seen somebody call a kickball? Like, when you call the kickball, the ref is supposed to go like that,
right?
And then point the other way because it's a turnover in possession. I don't know if this ref was trying to let me know that he was a dancer. I mean, I'm used to seeing, you know, old refs kick the foot up and, you know, almost, you know, pull a hamstring, and they keep it about right there. So somebody kicked the ball here. Yeah, but this one ref, I mean, you know, he been to a recital or two, you know, in North Carolina. You know, I used to do the, you know, little recital hero. You know, thought I was the mess real quick. Them jazz shoes with the little, you know, gray stuff on the bottom, right? So
nah, that's duct tape. That ain't nothing but duct tape. You put that duct tape on there.
You know what I'm saying? So we all family, you know, and okay, like once again, that shuffleball change may have showed up.
Maybe.
You know, because, you know, you got to use it to your advantage. So I said, like that, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's defense. So he gonna go ahead and kick his leg up. I ain't never seen no dude get his leg up this high and then black referee pants. I mean, the play happens. I was like, whoa.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
My dad on the bleacher talking about, you kicking my son. But I mean, his leg, I mean, he did a bot ma. This referee did a bot ma on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey, you know, show your skills. I mean, I did a shuffleball change. Maybe that was his way of battling me on the basketball court.
I think so. You know, see, I used to play baseball also, like Little League. And I don't know what it is about Little League umpires that are just so weird. You know what I mean? Like, you at the plate, and you got the umpire behind, you know,
line it up.
The strike zone.
Line it up. Youth
you know
baseball.
I mean?
Youth baseball.
So, I'm at the plate, and I mean, the first one probably was a strike. The first one, you know, so he called strike. But what annoyed me is what he would do after he called the strike. Like, you know, normally, you know, again, this is Little League.
Youth.
You call the strike. You know, you call the strike. Strike. Keep going. Nah, my man had to do like a whole little, like, you know, strike. Next up. Come on, man. Come on. What is all that? And you know, you got parents, and it's funny because the parents, you know, they're in the bleachers and they're, you know, rooting and stuff. And no matter what the referee do,
tell them
they gonna bring it up and make it. That's why I got that strike. Why he got to be dancing all like that when he called the strike? If he wasn't dancing, he probably could pay more attention to the ball. He probably would have hit a home run. What is that guy doing? Did y'all fingerprint him? Could y'all check him?
Get him,
is he supposed to be around kids?
Get him, mama.
Like, they just go. You know what I'm saying? They go on and on. But you know, this guy was a little too much. You know, and I mean, I'm just saying. They weird. I'm telling you, go to a Little League and see the umpire. I'm telling you, something wrong with him. Something ain't right. It's just, and my father, he probably mad at me because I know he used to umpire softball. Where you at, Dad?
Oh, he back there with the Kango hat on. You better go ahead. You better get newsies on him real quick.
Yes.
You better. I'm the king of the New York.
Oh, you know, he always got some type of pimp self on. But yeah, he used to umpire softball, so I know you probably upset with me by that. But woo. Dad, I'm gonna tell you that umpire outfit used to be tight. I ain't never say nothing.
Tell him about it.
I ain't never say nothing, but you know, used to be a little snug. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I seen a couple veins in your thighs. You know what I mean? A couple chest hairs poked out the shirt. You know what I'm saying? A little tight. I love you. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, when you called a strike, you probably ripped your daggone pants open.
You did. Go ahead now.
I mean, it was tight.
Hold it.
It was tight.
Hold them together. Hold them. That's talking about. While we talking about legs and stuff, you know, pant legs and stuff.
Uh-oh.
Now this is dangerous. This happened to me. Now I thought I was being cool off the diving board one time.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody jumping off the diving board doing cool stuff. So I thought I would do cool stuff. Give me a little beat back there. Let me give me a little beat. This is my diving board blues. Now people, some people's bodies can do certain things.
Yeah.
And others can't. Diving board blues.
Diving board blues.
Diving board blues.
Diving board blues.
Ladies and gentlemen, now call it a Russian or a second leap, whatever you want to call it. Now I did not stretch. Diving board blues.
Diving board blues.
Diving board blues.
Diving board blues.
Ricola. Now, two cats did that Russian. And I was like, okay, you ain't doing nothing.
Come on.
It's girls over there, they think that's cool. I'm like, what? I dance. You don't even dance. Right? So now, mind you, this is 12 foot of water.
12 feet.
12 foot, 12 foot, 12 feet. 12 feet.
12 foot if you're from down south. 12 feet. Up north, 12 feet.
If you use this 12 foot.
Gotta translate.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I ran to that diving board and I took the whole